Hempfield Lady Spartans and your Kiski Area Cavaliers. Before we introduce tonight's starting lineups, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome into Pencak Sports Network. Tonight we have a Hempfield non-section matchup between the Hempfield area Spartans and the Kiski Area Cavaliers. Tonight the Spartans enter at 11-6, while Kiski Area enters at 9-7. My name is Nathan Pencak. Alongside me, as always, Cohen Fritch. How do you feel about tonight?
So as I'm looking at it, we have two teams that I feel like that are very similar. Records might not show, but sometimes Hempfield looks like world beaters, sometimes Kiski looks like world beaters, and then other times they just look like they just can't get anything done. So definitely something tonight you're going to have to look out for. You know, might be an on night for both teams, might be an off night for both teams, just a matter of what they're feeling like. Kiski, of course, it being their senior night, so congrats to the seniors on 4 years of hard work, some 3. But as Kiski tonight has an all-senior starting lineup, so you're going to have DeVito, Pencak, Horsacek, Klauser, and Hynak, respectively, all out there.
And so we are ready for tip-off, and tip is recovered by DeVito, and we have a...
I'm going to guess it's going to be a...
I don't know what they called it.
Is she going to call a backcourt on that?
I did not see the hand signals of the referee.
There was no hand signal. I guess we just give Hempfield the ball. But...
All right.
So
Shipman with possession goes down to Rimmel. Rimmel no good. Ends up back with Shipman to Hogton. That is Kosaia. And that ends up in a Hogtown. Let's go with Hogtown. And so that foul goes on DeVito.
Which, so, she's not on the line right now, but players to watch tonight for sure, right? So Hempfield, you have Gabriella Cusina, the 5'10" forward. If we can give her a player comparison, maybe just based off of height and position, I would probably say Gianna DeVito. But she is not your Kiski player to watch tonight. I think we're going to have to give that to Jada Balanchek.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
As, you know, 26 points against Greensburg-Salem, and she's had a big couple last games. 12 points in the Indiana loss, even though it was her and DeVito kind of doing most of the scoring in that Indiana loss, still had 12, then 27 against Armstrong. So she's definitely finding her spot here as her junior year progresses. But again, she's on the bench currently as we're going to let the seniors play a little bit on senior night. But back to the action on the floor.
DeVito gets that out to Pencak, 7:26 remaining. It goes over to DeVito. DeVito stops. Pencak, and we have a travel. Is that travel issued on Pencak or DeVito?
I didn't get a number, but I'm going to guess on DeVito based on her body language going back down the floor.
Yeah. Fisher down the floor. Goes over to Shipman. Shipman to Halton. That's under to Rimmel, but her pass will go out, and Kiski Area will get it. Hempfield, they play in Class 6A Section 2, while Kiski Area is Class 5A Section 2. So
currently 2-4 in their section.
Yeah, yes, Kiski.
I'm talking Hempfield.
Oh, you're talking Hempfield.
I'm talking
I think
Hempfield.
Kiski's 2 and 5, so not much better. 3.
Yeah, no. Currently, Hempfield's 2-4 in their section. They got big hitters in there like Norwin, Upper St. Clair, Cannon Mac. I mean, definitely big-time basketball schools. So,
Hynak in the corner, out to DeVito. DeVito takes it to the hoop. Shot is no good, and that'll be a rebound by Rimmel, and she'll get that to Shipman. That goes to Shipman under the hoop. To Halton, that shot is good, and Hempfield gets on the board first. Hynak, high pass to DeVito. DeVito to Horsacek near the hoop. Back to DeVito, shot is up and good. And so we're tied at the 2. Now Shipman down the floor. That is over to Rimmel I said Shipman, Fisher, my bad. Shipman gets fouled on the shot there and will take a quick pair. Foul goes on 14. It's Pencak. 41, my bad.
So that's going to be Horsacek, who the foul's going to be on currently. And so I guess we'll have live updates tonight of the boys basketball game going on in Armstrong. Definitely a big section matchup for the boy Cavaliers as they got to win out essentially to make playoffs, but right now that's going to be a Cavalier ball after a couple of arms are in there. But back to the action down on the floor.
Pencak to DeVito. DeVito to Pencak. Hempfield applying the press. DeVito's able to break it. Goes over to Klauser. Klauser, horse a check. Shot is good. And what a circuit there by the Cavaliers.
Yeah, great ball movement there. Great pass from Klauser down the horse a check. Klauser, someone who hasn't seen a lot of playing time. Maybe she's had something to prove tonight.
Yep. Rimmel goes over to, that is Fisher for 3. That is no good. The ball will go out off of the Spartans. And so DeVito will pass the horse check, and she'll give it right back. And DeVito to Hynak. Hynak with double pressure. It go out of bounds there? You think so?
Yeah, it did. That was not a foul.
That's what I thought.
That was a clean double team for sure.
Klauser, she will draw the foul. I'm gonna say goes on 5. That is Shipman. Pencak will dribble towards the right side of the floor. Back to DeVito. DeVito to Horsacek, 5 minutes to play. Hynak to Horsacek, back to DeVito. She has it near the Kiski logo. Coach Brush with the play call. DeVito to Pencak, 4-3. No good off the back iron. And Kosaina will get the rebound. Now comes the floor. Shipman. That is taken over by, I'd say, Klauser.
Yeah, Klauser using the track speed there, tracking down. I don't know who she stripped the ball from, but a great hustle play by Klauser.
DeVito's shot is no good. And Fisher down the floor, down by 8 point. Over to Shipman, high pass. Shipman to Rimmel for 3. Sinks it, and so they will take back the lead by 2. DeVito across half court. Goes over to Hynak, no look pass into Horsacek, but that is picked off by Hempfield.
It's gonna be Kosaina there.
Yeah.
Risky pass there by Hynak.
Yeah, I didn't love that idea, but Rimmel to, that is Kosaina. Out to Fisher for 3, too long. And Halton will be fouled under the hoop.
That's gonna be on DeVito again. Someone you don't want to get in foul trouble is DeVito. I mean, even though she hasn't been, she's been playing well still, just not usually, playing up as many points as she usually does. Still your leading scorer, but here comes Jada Balanchek, and she's gonna come into the game for DeVito. So DeVito gonna be the first senior to exit, probably because of her 2 fouls.
I would agree with that. We still have over 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. Second shot is good. I mean, both shots are good. The second shot's also good.
So you're going to have Olivia Eisman. She will enter the game. Exiting is going to be Rimmel. So first substitutions of the night for both Kiski and Hempfield were just made there.
Pencak to Klauser. Klauser, that ball is almost taken away. It'll go off of Klauser.
They're not going to call that a jump ball, which... you could... Ref's discretion as always, but, they were definitely wrapped up there for more than a second.
And no one really had clear possession of it.
Yeah. And honestly, you could have said that was even out on Hempfield, but...
Kosaina drives in. Shot is... Rim's kind of out there. Rim's on the outside of the rim. And it'll stay. That will stay Spartan ball.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess they said that was gonna be off of Horchacek.
And Kosaina with it again. Shot is no good. Foul is drawn, and she will shoot too. So Hempfield's gotten a decent amount of foul shots so far tonight.
Yeah, so they're gonna say there was gonna be some contact there by Ali Pencak, which interesting call. I feel like she went straight up, especially with the taller Kosaina. She's listed at 5'10", but she looks a lot taller than that from up here. She looks more of a 5'11", 6 foot even, as Balanchek's about 5'10". She looks taller than Balanchek.
And second shot is no good, so 0 for 2 at the line. Horsacek goes to Hynak. Hynak to Strelick.
So I guess Strelick entered as after the first free throw. I'm going to guess that was for Klauser.
Hynak tries to go into DeVito. That is blocked by Kosaina. We should have asked for a pronunciation on Kosaina.
I'm going to say it's just Kosina.
Kosina.
I'm going to say Kosia?
Kosia, yeah, that's kind of how I was feeling about that. Pencak recovers it. Ball is tipped, so it won't be over and back. Pencak to Horsacek. 2:48 to play. Hynak tries to go to Blanchek. Hynak's made some
another risky pass by Hynak here early.
Fisher turns it into 2.
That is something that Kiski's probably seen all season. A lot of points off of turnover for the opposite team, right? I mean, if you can eliminate that, you're going to have a lot closer of games. And I feel like they managed to do that when they played Penn Trafford earlier in the season here. So definitely something to watch out for tonight.
Strelick in the corner across the baseline. Shot is up and no good. That rebound, not a rebound, that is a jump ball. And so we have some returning players and some new players.
Yeah, as it looks like we're going to have Heisman exit, who was just in, and then along with Fisher.
And so Fisher will bring it down the floor. That goes to Eisman, to Holton, out to Fisher, 4-3, no good. Fisher saves a rebound, that goes, all right. That is a blocked by Blanchek. Horsacek down the floor, that is to Strelick. Strelick out to Hynak. Hynak to Pencak. Back to Hynak. Back to Pencak, but not there. That is 4 passes by Hynak that have either been risky or just
turnovers already. Yes. I mean, that's something that you need to definitely watch out for as the game goes on. Just need to limit the turnovers against a team like Hempfield.
And so that goes over to Eisman. Eisman into Holton. Shot is no good, and Horsacek will get the rebound. And we have so Fisher with possession. That goes over to Eisman. Eisman to Rimmel, my bad. And that is a made to by Kosia. Thought I heard Flem say another word, but Kosia is what I'm doing. Blanchek, Strelick for 3. It is good.
Big time 3 there for the Cavaliers. And we're gonna have an out of bounds call. I'm gonna guess there was a long pass there attempted, just did not work in Hempfield's favor. I mean, tonight being a non-section matchup, not necessarily really mattering. You must wonder what Coach Brush will do with the girls. If he's gonna let the seniors play a lot tonight.
Yep, Pencak, 30-ish seconds to play with, gets to Blanchek. Blanchek in trouble. Shipman applying pressure, gets that to Pencak. Pencak to Hynak. Hynak takes a few dribbles. Stops it to Horsacek. Horsacek kind of
just trying to run around with it.
And it goes out. It'll be Hempfield possession. And so with 9.7 seconds left. Up by 5, you could extend it to 8. But
yeah, definitely.
I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't be shocked if no points come away. Maybe, depends. Shipman to that is.
So they're gonna say foul on the floor. I'm gonna guess they're gonna call push. Yeah, they're gonna call push there on Horsacek, which again, ref's discretion, really didn't see what went on under the hoop there. But already, 5 fouls from Cavaliers, already in the bonus. I'm gonna say Hawthorne to the line, as we're gonna have another substitution, as we're gonna have Shipman exit. We're gonna have Eisman enter. Eisman only a freshman, so definitely playing 6A basketball. She's definitely probably a player to watch out for the next 3 years.
Yep. Hynak to Strelick. Strelick's pass is intercepted, and that'll end the first.
Yeah, so at the end of one here, your score 13-7. Spartans hold the early lead.
Welcome back. After a quick little first quarter, your score is 13 Hempfield, 7 to the Cavaliers. And so we're ready to start second quarter action here on Pencak Sports Network. Senior night at Kiski Area. They could use a booster coming into this second set of 8 minutes.
Oh, I mean, very slow first quarter. I'm having troubles here, up here.
The music was very loud.
Yeah,
I was having a hard time hearing myself.
Last 2 games, music has been very loud up here. But as we start the second quarter here with Strelick bringing down the ball, I definitely think we need to see some improvement on both ends of the floor for the Cavaliers if they want any chance of, pulling out a senior night win, especially against a better opponent. Not better, but, better record, more experienced team like Hempfield. Definitely need to just improve both sides. Limit the turnovers, stop the risky passes, get the ball to your playmakers, and you're gonna end up winning the game.
Charlotte's shot is no good. That'll be a rebound by Holton. And so Rimmel to Fisher, and Fisher will bring it down the floor. That goes over to Shipman. Shipman to Kosia. Out to Fisher. Shipman ends up with it. Kosia gets stopped, draws the jump ball.
So another thing we have tonight, Coach Brush, former coach of the Hempfield Spartans, possibly looking for, maybe, I don't know, if I was a coach, I'd definitely state how I coached for a former high school.
Now, I'm not sure how he left, if it was a
firing, if it was on good terms, we have no idea.
He did go and coach Westmoreland Community College after, so I'm thinking he got that offer and just took it.
Yeah.
So, Strelick to Pencak to Plowman. Plowman to Blanchak. That shot is no good.
There's a little too much on it there by Blanchak. Is now Hempfield really up in the pressure here on the Cavaliers.
And that'll be a travel on number 13. That is Rimmel. And so it'll be Kiski ball. They get cut a break there on that missed shot, but you want to limit those as much as possible.
Oh, for sure.
Especially against 6A school of Hempfield. It is an easier 6A opponent. Yeah, he could have got slapped with some other teams.
He could have got slapped with Norwin, but
yeah. And so Blanchak on the baseline.
Never traveled.
Did she really?
She moved her pivot foot there. Definitely a good call.
And so now Fisher will bring it down the floor. Cheerleaders are still chanting down the floor we want to chant after that. I'm like, not sure about that, but Shipman.
I mean, yeah, the cheerleaders even made the appearance for the girls' game tonight.
Yeah,
I know the girls appreciate it, but I know the cheerleaders, they're probably not that happy to be here.
Can somebody take a shot?
Well stated.
Somebody shoot.
We got a parent down there complaining about no one shooting. I could possibly agree with that, but
Fisher, no good. He gets his shot, but not made shot. And a nice little steal there by Halton. And Shipman to Halton to Rimmel. Rimmel back to Halton. Into Shipman under the hoop. That shot is
very
good.
nice pass there from Halton. Really great floor vision for sure. As Hempfield extends their lead to what, 8 now?
8, yeah. Strelick, that pass is too high by Hynek. Shipman down the floor. That pass, that shot is good. And timeout.
So we're going to have a full timeout here with 5:31 left here in the second quarter. Hempfield extends their lead to 10 from the Ava Shipman basket. Your score, 17-7, Hempfield leads.
And welcome back to Pencak Sports Network. After the break, your score 17-7. The Spartans lead it. And so we're ready to resume action. Cavaliers with possession down by 10. And so Strelick will bring it down the floor for Kiski. Hynek exits the game. Plowman enters, I think,
Yeah, that was the move.
No, DeVito enters. And then it's taken over by Rimmel. Her shot is up and good. And so that lead is now extended to 12, and Strelick will try again. And so now Pencak nearing towards the hoop on the baseline. Out to Plowman. Plowman to Pencak. Passes never really made it. Dives on the floor. We have a jump ball. Will be in favor of Hempfield.
Sloppy play from Kiski right now. Just still haven't seemed to, get over the sloppy play that we saw against Greensboro State. Even though they won by 20 points, it was still a very sloppy game from the Lady Cavaliers. Something that just hasn't been really shaped up yet.
And so Fisher to Shipman. Shipman drives in. The shot is up, no good, and it'll be out of bounds. Spartan ball. 4:31 remaining in the second. Hempfield could really extend the lead here. That is taken over by DeVito. Her and Halton, and she stops and travels.
Uncharacter-like from DeVito. She usually goes right through that. She's looking for the contact usually.
Yeah, I don't know if I like the stop in that situation.
Maybe get her to fly by, but that was certainly not the case.
Not the case. I would have went for it. And so that shot by Kosia is good, and so that puts him over 20 on the night. DeVito that is Plowman to Pencak to Strelick. 4-3 is no good.
That would have been very well needed for the Cavaliers.
DeVito under the hoop, and that is good. So DeVito gets back the 2. It just kind of equals out what she missed from earlier. And so Shipman with 3:37 to play in the first half. That goes to Rimmel. Rimmel will try to get that to Halton, and does go out off of Plowman. Spartans will remain possession. If you want to win tonight, you got to fight.
According to cheerleaders, yeah.
That goes over Shipman. Out to Fisher. Fisher trying to get that to Halton. That is taken over. DeVito down the floor. Nice pass to Strelick, and it is no good. And it'll be off of Hempfield.
So it's going to be off of Cosina. Cosia. Yeah, I'm gonna just say Cosia.
Yeah.
Nice idea from the Vito, just not made by Strelick.
And so Strelick now with it, right side of the floor. Goes over to Pencak, 3:08 to play, to Pencak. Pencak back to Pencak. Pencak to DeVito. DeVito to Plowman. Plowman into Pencak near the hoop, puts the shot up, no good. DeVito rebound, second attempt is no good. DeVito doesn't get it. It was like a hot potato.
It was a hot potato there on everyone's hands.
Yeah. And so Fisher with possession. That is to Halton. Back to Shipman and a timeout by Hempfield.
Yeah, so Coach Madison going to call a timeout here with 2:38 left to play here in the second quarter. Your score, 21-9. Hempfield leads.
All right. And so we are back, ready for action after the timeout. 2:38 remaining. Hempfield up 21-9. Shipman out to Halton. Back to Shipman. DeVito applying some pressure. Shipman drives in, puts up the shot. It is no good.
Unlucky roll there for Shipman. She's been playing, I'm going to say, pretty well tonight. Not afraid to get to the basket. Definitely, you know, when she gets to the basket in her own, you know, unique way for sure.
And so Shipman for three, no good. It is short, and Kiski will take it over. And that is two missed shots in a row for Shipman. And she stays in the game. Halton will exit.
So yeah, we're gonna have Halton exiting. Rimmel will re-enter.
Rimmel.
Rimmel.
I thought I heard Grimmel. I was like, that's different.
Grimace from McDonald's.
DeVito nearing towards the hoop. A little bit of post work. Takes the shot, kind of the fade, no good.
Little Bryant fadeaway there, no good. So Rimmel's gonna throw it off of Plowman. It's gonna hit off of Plowman and then go out, so it's gonna be Cavalier ball.
Plowman looks to pass it out. Gets that out to DeVito. DeVito to Strelick. Strelick back to DeVito. Under 2 minutes to play. Tonight is youth night, so you'll see him lining up the bottom of the floor there. And that is overtaken by the Spartans. That is Rimmel down the floor. Rimmel to Shipman. Shipman to Fisher. Back to Shipman for three. No good. And Pencak gets the rebound. Shipman missing 4 in a row. Pencak is fouled.
Another thing I just noticed, no Bell twins again tonight.
Yeah, they weren't at Indiana either. That is...
I'm going to guess Sky Elite volleyball practice, which they'll be in action this weekend in Steel City Freeze. Only reason I know that is my sister plays volleyball, so. So we're going to have some substitutions here as Shipman going to exit along with Heisman. And I'm going to say entering is going to be Hawthorne. And along with Hawthorne, we're going to have Eisman.
Pencak 2 for 2 at the line. And so that breaks the lead to only 10. Pass was looking for Cosia. No good. She does get it back, though. Fisher under the hoop pass is too high, and that'll go out of bounds. It'll be Kiski ball. And so Horsachek has that to Strelick, and she will bring it down the floor. Strelick with it. Strelick to Pencak. Pencak back to Strelick. Strelick to Klauser. Klauser near the left corner. Back out to Strelick. That is almost taken by Fisher there. Pencak picks it up though. Back to Strelick. Under a minute to play in the second quarter. Down by 10. Gets that to Plowman. Back out to Strelick. And Horsachek picks it up. Strelick's three is blocked. And a foul is drawn.
Could say they're going to call a push there or an over the back. Over the back there.
And we got just a little under 40 seconds to play. Plowman goes out to Horsachek to Klauser for three. No good. And so down comes Fisher. Fisher to Eisman. Out to Rimmel. Rimmel back to Eisman for three. Sinks it.
Big time shot there for Hempfield. Extends that lead even more now. It's going to be a 13-point lead.
10 seconds to go in this second quarter. Pencak long two is off the iron. And we have a foul with 7 seconds remaining. It'll be in favor of Hempfield.
So we're going to have Horsachek exiting for the Cavaliers. We're going to have Hynak re-entering with about 7 seconds left. So let's see if Hempfield is able to chuck one deep.
Yeah. Fisher to Eisman. Eisman under the hoop to Halton. That is no good. And that will be the end of your second quarter. How do you feel about the ending of that first half?
Hempfield, I don't even say Hempfield's playing that much of a great game. I just think Kiski just looks they just look sloppy. Nothing they can really do about it, I think. If it wasn't fixed by now, I mean, who's to say that it will be fixed?
Yeah, I mean, that was their biggest issue against Greensburg. Come out with a win, but did not look pretty at all.
Yeah, for sure. So at the end of the first half here, as we go into the break, your score 24-11. Hempfield leads. We will be back shortly after the intermission.
last 60 minutes of play, your score is 24-11. Hempfield leads it. How do you feel about the first half and going into the second?
So definitely in the locker room, I mean, we saw the girls walk out here. The white was taken out of their faces, so hopefully Coach Brush said something, some encouraging words to possibly spark a second half comeback. But I definitely think it was sloppy play on both sides, and Kiski needs to improve a lot. Get the ball in the hands of the playmakers. DeVito, Pencak, Strelick. You need to get those girls involved if you want to try to win this game. So we'll start the second half off here as DeVito will bring the ball up the floor as we're just kind of pass it around. As Hynak had the ball a little bit, so did Strelick. Then we're going to get over to Strelick. Long pass over to Hynak. So Strelick to DeVito, still going to get over to Pencak. As again, Hempfield went right into the 3-2 zone.
Yeah, I mean,
something that Kiski historically this season is not good at breaking.
Not at all. They're already kind of having trouble right now.
Yeah, this might be a very long second half.
Do you even count that as a shot by Pencak?
I don't think that was a shot. I think that was more of a block by Kosia. As Rimmel with the ball over to Fisher, to Shipman. Now Kosina gonna drive in, goes up. Definitely gets into some contact there by Pencak, but no foul or anything called. So out to Shipman, down low to Kosia, and that's gonna fall in. So open up the second half of scoring here. As DeVito trying to break the press there, Zoe will be able to do that easily, but then stripped by Rimmel up to Fisher, and Fisher's gonna miss. Rimmel was, hustling down, something that Kiski just wasn't doing. So now Hynak to Pencak, down low to DeVito, over to Pencak for the baseline 2. No good. Rebound by Hawthorne, out to Fisher. So now Fisher with the ball gets it to Rimmel. And the music just came on here. We almost danced the night away. It's by Dua Lipa, but no point in that as there's a foul on the floor.
He was on there for like a few seconds.
I was getting ready to get a little shaky.
Can we pause it or?
So Hawthorne's going to go to the line for 2 as she'll make the first. Second one up and good as well.
Kiski Area over under 20.5 points after the third.
Oh God, I don't even want to answer that question. We have some players that watch this, and then I get browbeaten by them. So
that's happened to me in years before.
That happens to me almost after every single game. It's not fun.
Good old 6'7". Quote of the year. Good old
6'7". That was the quote of 26. It's a nice steal there by Strelick. She's going to go down the floor, passes it off to DeVito. DeVito puts it up and in. So, getting a little closer.
I'm taking the over.
Okay, maybe we'll see some more scoring as Fisher brought it down for Hempfield, who gets it over to Shipman. Then Kosia going to get called for the travel.
I'd say Kiski Area is a very second half oriented team, and I think
hopefully they're going to be able to show something.
They got the 2-pointer, they got the travel, so they got the turnover here.
Yeah, they have some momentum. So Hempfield, we're going to bring in Eisman and Heisman for Hempfield, and exiting is going to be Hawthorne and Rimmel. So Vito, the Pencak for 3, just short off the front rim. Rebound by Pencak. That's going to miss. That's going to rim out. Hot potato into Kosia's hands for Hempfield, and then she'll get it to Fisher, who will bring up the ball.
Pencak is yet to make a field goal tonight. Her 2 points are coming from a free throw.
Yeah, so definitely Pencak not hitting on all cylinders. Now Fisher for 3, that's going to miss. rebound by Strelick. Now Strelick gonna bring the ball up for the Lady Cavaliers, but as Strelick brings the ball up, your score at Armstrong currently, 11-4 Armstrong against the Cavaliers as Pencak for 3, that will miss. It's now Fisher pushing up the floor for Hempfield there quickly, over to Shipman, over to Kosia, back right down low to Shipman once again. She's gonna put it up, that will miss. Is now Pencak gets it to DeVito, the point forward, as she will now bring the ball up the floor. Gets it over to Hynak, back to DeVito, back out to Pencak, over to Strelick, no shot attempt taken, down low to Belanchek, and that will be up and in. So Belanchek for first points of the night off of a field goal, as now Fisher brings it down the floor, and that will be stolen by DeVito. DeVito now trying to split 2 defenders. She's going to be able to do that and put the layup up and in. So a little 6-0 run here for the Cavaliers to start off the third quarter.
I like the over.
Hey, the over here does look good right now. So Shipman with the ball, gets it to Fisher, over to Eisman. Then now Kosina gets it back out to Eisman for 3, and she'll hit it again. Eisman, definitely a little bit of a 3-point shooter for this Spartan team, but we are going to have a timeout by Hempfield. It's going to be a 30-second timeout here with 3:16 left to play in the third quarter. Your score, 33-17, Hempfield leads.
Welcome back out of the quick little timeout. Your score 33-17, 3:16 remaining in this third quarter. And so Strelick will bring it down the floor.
So we're back, and Strelick gonna carry this ball up the floor here for the Lady Cavs. She'll get it over to Belanchek to DeVito. Nice backdoor cut by Belanchek. Belanchek up and in. That's a duo you want to get started here in the second half, for sure. Now that's going to be stolen by Pencak to DeVito. Open space, nothing but floor ahead of her. DeVito up and in. So the Cavaliers cutting this lead back down. Now the ball's on the floor. DeVito hits it over to Strelick. And that's going to hit off of Strelick's foot. Again, that just goes into hustle. I mean, I feel like Strelick definitely could have recovered and gotten that ball.
Oh man, so much. They could have had
a
big run
lot
there.
of momentum there. So now DeVito able to pick Rimmel in a very premature foul call. So they're going to call DeVito on a push. As now we have some subs coming for Hempfield. So Shipman and Fisher, 2 starters, going to re-enter for Eisman and Eisman.
I don't know if I'd agree with that being a foul.
I wouldn't necessarily agree with it either, but at the end of the day, ref's discretion as always is now Shipman. The ball, that's going to get pickpocketed by DeVito or Hynak, one of the two. Now DeVito going to stop her dribble, puts it, pulls up, and that's just going to rim out. Unlucky bounce there for DeVito and the Lady Cavs. It's now Shipman pushing the ball here for the Spartans, who's going to get it out to Rimmel. Long cross-court pass to Fisher, down low to Kosia, misses. And then they're going to call the foul. Belanchek had the ball in her possession, then just pushed down by Kosia or Hotland. Not really sure which one. As the Cavaliers will have Horchacek re-enter, Hynak will exit. So Belanchek going to get the inbound from DeVito, as now they're trying to break that press. It's now bad pass by Belanchek. Rimmel, some nice move there by Rimmel. And will put it in for the Spartans.
Not looking good for Kiski. The press was applied, and they're
they're struggling now as Shipman with the steal now, this time for Hempfield, as that's going to be a nice pass to Fisher, to Rimmel, back to Shipman. Rimmel, Fisher, just in the reverse order now. Fisher for 3, no good. Rebound by Horsacek. She'll get it out to Belanchek, and now Kiski going to look to push the ball. Nice pass there from Belanchek to DeVito. Is now DeVito going to be able to get the foul call, draws the contact. She'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And so earlier at the DeVito, it's their first time at the line. I was looking at the wrong player there.
So DeVito gonna make the first, and we have some subs. So we're gonna have Heisman re-enter the game. This time gonna be for Cosina. Cosina, I want to say maybe this might be the first time she's exiting. I don't think that is.
I think that's true. I think.
I don't know how much that holds. And then Plowman will re-enter for Pencak. But we are going to have a full timeout called by Coach Tom Brush here with 1:15 left in the third quarter. Your score, 35-23. Hempfield still holding the lead.
And so welcome back to Pencak Sports Network. Your score 35-23. The Spartans lead it. I couldn't think of the right team there. And we are ready to resume. 1:15 remaining in this third. Here we go.
So we're going to start here. Fisher going to bring the ball down here once again for Hempfield. She definitely the point guard of this team. She's going to get it over to Rimmel, who's going to pass it back to Eisman. And then Rimmel, Heisman kind of playing the game of catch here. And then she's going to try to get it to Fisher. Stolen by the Vito now. Nice outlet pass to Strelick. Strelick up and in as the Cavaliers start to make a little bit of a comeback here.
Yeah.
Finally puts it within 10 points for Cavaliers. It's just a matter of being able to stop this Hempfield offense. Is now Hotzland down low to Shipman. Shipman going to put it up and in.
That was Shipman's first made shot of this third quarter. Time winding down.
So that's going to be, they're going to try to get it to Plowman, going to be stolen by Shipman. Shipman going to push here for Hempfield. Nice pass down low to Fisher. Fisher puts it up and one. So the foul going to be administered on Strelick, and Hempfield going to have some substitutions here. Shipman going to exit, and Eisman will re-enter. And her free throw will be good.
Nice little three-point play there by Hempfield.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, Fisher for sure. Is now we're going to have Riley Burned enter the game for the first time tonight. I want to say it's her first time. She will come in for Regan Fisher. Exiting after the three-point play is now DeVito with the ball up by the Whitfield 7. We'll get it over to Horsacek. Over to Strelick. Strelick tries to get it down low to Belanchek. Back to Horsacek. Time running down. Strelick at the buzzer. No good. Wouldn't have counted anyways. And your score at the end of 3. Hempfield holds a 15-point lead as they lead 40-25.
right, and so we are back out of the end of third quarter break. Your score 25, 15-point lead. So that 10-point lead quickly
escalated back to a 15-point
lead. So, I mean,
Cavaliers have a lot of work to do in this fourth quarter if they want to win. But at the end of the day, I don't think it necessarily matters if they win this game. It is senior night. You would love to win your senior night.
Yeah, this will not affect playoff seeding, but for Kiski to make the playoffs, that would consist of winning out in the section.
Winning out in section, and you need to have a couple of big upsets happen, which I don't necessarily know if it's going to happen.
Latrobe and PT, which Latrobe doable, Penn Trafford.
Probably not. McKeesport, you need to beat McKeesport as well.
I think at home that's doable.
I hope for their sake, as girls played McKeesport here on the 5th, but
it's something with that gym. Whenever Kiski
travels to McKeesport, man, it's just McKeesport, a bunch of legacy games.
Floor, man, it's like cursed when Kiski's there.
So they're gonna the inbound from Fisher will get to Shipman. Shipman gonna have some bag work, and she's gonna go in under the hoop. Puts up the lay, puts it in. So gonna extend the lead. Shipman gets her point total up to 9 on the night. As Strelick gonna bring down the ball for the Lady Cavaliers. Strelick to DeVito, over to Belanchek. Back to Strelick. Strelick, a little mid-range jumper. That's gonna miss. Rebound by Shipman. She'll be able to get it to Rimmel, to a Fisher who is already down the floor. So now Rimmel over to Shipman. So it looks like they're gonna let Shipman run the offense here. Is now Kosia, who must have re-entered the game here at the timeout. Kosia was jumping for joy, wide open down in the paint there. Fisher was just never able to see her. So Strelick will bring the ball back down for the Cavaliers. She'll get it over to DeVito. To Strelick, to DeVito. DeVito over to Belanchek. For the baseline J, no good. And that will, I believe, that will be a foul.
Yeah.
So they're going to call the push on Horsacek, which is going to be her 4th foul tonight. So
she actually exits the game for Hynek, and same with Plowman exits for Pencak. So Horsacek, is that her last time seeing the floor tonight?
With 6 minutes left, I don't know. Definitely with it being senior night, you don't want to foul out on senior night. So maybe not. As Fisher gonna go to work here on the DeVito. She's gonna get over to Kosia, over to Shipman. Shipman to Fisher. So they're just gonna kind of reset it here, it looks like. Is now Fisher gonna go for the 3. As that will hit off the back iron, rebounded by Hotzelin. As Hotzelin will hit the floor. As Belanchek, Hotzelin got intermixed. So they're gonna call the foul there on Belanchek. Don't really know what the foul was. It looked like they just kind of got locked up under each other. As Fisher will inbound the ball to Kosia. And they're gonna call a travel on Kosia.
All right, this is very off topic, but it's kind of funny. A few of the teachers over there are busting out the jeans because there's no school today, so they can wear whatever they want. Because jeans are banned, they're only on Fridays in most school districts.
Who's wearing the jeans?
Coach Haw.
I've never seen Coach Haw wear jeans a day in my life. That is a sight.
Mrs. Cortazar, they all got the jeans on. Made me laugh. Sorry, back to the
So Strelick for 3 is getting off a front rim, rebounded by Kosia. Now Shipman gonna bring down ball. Coach Madison telling them to slow it down here as they're up by 17 with 5 minutes left. A Kiski comeback, almost impossible at this point. As now Rimmel gonna try to drive in. She loses the ball, gonna be stolen by Belanchek. Out to DeVito, and they're back on the run. DeVito doing what she does best, guide the floor. She puts up the layup, no good. Rebounded by Shipman, who's gonna get it to Rimmel. Long pass down to Kosia, and she will put it up and put it in.
Yeah, I'd say the hopes to win tonight were just erased off the board.
Yeah, might have been the dagger.
Yeah.
With 4 minutes left.
Down by almost 20.
As now Hynak being guarded by Fisher there. She'll be able to get it out to Strelick, back to Hynak, back to Strelick. Strelick there really close to the sideline. As she was able to get it to Balanchek, back to Strelick, then to Pencak and the Hynak. So we're just going to play a little around the world.
Down by 19, you need to score, and we're passing it.
Yeah,
we're around the rosy, or whatever that.
I just say around the world.
Around the world, yeah. I mean.
So Hynak to DeVito for 3, bank 3 for DeVito. So DeVito will increase her point total to 15. Something I didn't notice. DeVito has 15, Balanchik has 6, Strelick has 5. I think that combines for all of your points. Just about, at least.
Yeah, a few here and there, but.
And I think Horsachek has your other 2.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
So 4 scores tonight for the Cavaliers. So DeVito, nice flop there from Reimel.
Nice flop.
So we're going to have Eisman and Heisman re-enter for Hotlin and Reimel.
Yeah, the one's like Eisman with an E, E-I-S-E, and the other one's Heisman, H-I-S. So.
H-I-S, I don't even think that's how you pronounce it. It might be Hisman.
Hisman, it's probably Hisman.
It's probably Hisman.
Hisman, yeah, something. Or
not
something.
Heisman, we're saying Heisman, like the Heisman Trophy the whole night. But
it's 3 minutes left.
Yeah. So DeVito with the ball, another travel, which that just kind of sums up the whole night.
And nights before.
Yeah, for the Cavaliers. Oh, for sure. As Fisher going to bring the ball down with 3 minutes left to play here. Both teams just kind of looking to get out of this one, as both definitely have section games to worry about, as Kiski Area will go on to play West Mifflin this Friday. As we have a timeout on the floor here, your score 46-28. Hempfield leads, 3:08 left to play. We'll be right back.
Sorry. All right, and so we are back for 3 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Hempfield up by too much to count. Kiski going to need a hope and a dream, but sadly I don't think that's possible tonight with how this fourth quarter has gone. Third quarter they looked hot for about a minute or two, and
then it just kind of digressed.
Yeah.
So with 3:08 left to play here, we're going to start off with Strelick bringing down the ball here for the Cavaliers. So she'll get it over to Hynak. He will get it over to DeVito. To Pencak, stolen by Burns, who has re-entered the game. And she's going to try to get it to Shipman. It's going to end up in Shipman's hand either way.
I imagine the coach told him to slow it down and waste time.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you want to exit the game happy and healthy for sure. As Hempfield will go on to play a section foe in Connellsville next. That will be on Cannon Mac. That will be tomorrow. So definitely a big time section game like that. You just want to rest your girls. the most they can, especially in a situation like this where you're up 20, as DeVito handles the ball for the Cavaliers. We'll get it over to Hynak, back to DeVito. Balanchek, DeVito's. We're just going to play a game of Around the World. It'll touch Strelick's hands.
Who will shoot?
Who will drive to the basket?
Now we're backing up. We're backing up. You know,
We're going to have a timeout here by Coach Brush again. A full timeout with 1:53 left to play here. Your score, 48-28. Hempfield leads.
All right, and so welcome back after the 60-second timeout. Cavaliers with possession with, I don't remember the exact time, it's about to be up there, 1:53 remaining in this fourth quarter. Win out the window, but maybe you can break 30.
Hopefully, I mean, even at this point, you just have seniors, and Klaus are still looking for her first points, I think, of the season.
I think that is accurate. Maybe she got a...
No, I think we're looking for first points of the season, so maybe Klaus is going to try to go and score here, because they're going to call her for the travels. That referee over there tonight has been just a travel beast. Kind of looks like Michael Jackson a little bit if you look at her.
I'm not seeing it at all.
I see it a little bit.
Oh, she started doing that moon shuffle. What's it called?
Moonwalk.
Moonwalk, that's it, maybe.
Because, I mean, this is just kind of JV time now. I mean, we have all seniors still in. So we have a bunch of new players here for Hempfield. Glessner, Little,
You might run out of time before you get them all out.
Eisman to Little.
Freshmen versus seniors. Freshmen.
Oh, we have a young Kochia.
Hey, what?
Number 24, we got a small Kosia, who's 5'6". Maybe she'll grow a little more. So to Glessner, back out to Eisman, over to Kosia. Is now we're gonna have more subs. We saw those girls play earlier in the JV game, so that's gonna be Alyssa Parker and Norina Biondi entering for Hempfield. Exiting is going to be Eisman and Byrne. Those are the only two girls we really saw tonight. Those are, I mean, the last two we saw tonight play varsity.
46.
So Hynak for three, no good. Horsachek will get the rebound to Pencak. Over back to Hynak. Over to Klauser.
Klauser take the shot.
The Horsachek down low. She'll miss once again. Horsachek again puts up her shot. That will miss. And we have 20 seconds left. Parker going to really stretch the floor here for Hempfield. But with time winding down, I think that's going to be the last shot we see of the night. Kosia, what the heck was that? So we have Parker, the shot, no good. Kosia, and that will end the game. So your final score will be 48-28. Hempfield area will prevail. Big 20-point victory for Hempfield. I mean,
I don't even know who I'd give player of the game to, not going to lie.
Yeah, it was a very even game.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone from Hempfield hit double digits. To be honest, this might be the first time ever here. I might have to give the player of the game to Gianna DeVito. She had 15 points with Kiski's 28. I mean, she was a spark somewhat on the Cavalier team. I mean, you could also give it to possibly, I don't even know who had that many points out of the starting five for Hempfield. There was an absurd amount. I mean, Hempfield overall, very good sound team, I'd say. Wish best of luck to Hempfield for the rest of the season as they have 3 more games as they kind of have the gauntlet in their section, Canamac, Upper St. Clair, and Norwin. Hopefully we see Hempfield in the 6A girls playoffs, but I don't know how many they take.
I want to say 8 maybe.
Yeah, maybe you might not see them then.
Yeah, I mean, but I think we'll close tonight out. There's not much to talk about. It was a rough game.
Rough game to
for
say the
both
least,
teams.
but Friday, tomorrow's Thursday. Friday. We will have a doubleheader here live, so we'll have a PSN primetime game. Girls play West Mifflin, boys play Shaler Area. Those games are still up in the air with all the snow that we have on the ground, but hopefully those will be played. Hopefully we're here on Friday. So, Nate, any more closing remarks?
No, I think they'll close it out. Your final score one more time. Hempfield area 48, Kiski area 28. We thank you for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. My name is Nathan Pencak.
I am Cohen Fritsch.
We'd like to give a shout out to our camera woman and scoreboard operator, Steph Pencak. We'll catch you Friday for doubleheader.